Hey everybody, how's it going? Over the past year or so, every time I go on Facebook, which is not often these days, I'm met with all of these really terrible video game ads, most often a game called Hero Wars. Now these aren't the worst ads in the world, but they're always kind of the same thing. You have this character with like this Sasuke looking hair, and he's trying to get out of a terrible situation. And it's often presented as different kinds of puzzle games. I don't know. I think today what we're gonna do is we're just gonna watch a lot of these ads that I had the foresight to actually record for eventually a video. This is a video that I kind of wanted to put on the main channel for a long time, but I figured, you know, it's the perfect bait for this channel. So let's just watch all of these terrible ads that I've collected over the years. Here's the first one. So this is how all of these ads tend to go. You've probably seen these ads, but they all tend to go the same way. You have a man stuck in a bad situation, and it's presented, like I said, as a puzzle game, and like some of the easiest looking puzzles that you've ever seen. But what's weird about these ads is that sometimes the puzzles are unsolvable. Sometimes the rules just aren't even obvious. Like, so if I go back to this picture, so the rule here seems to be that you can partially pull out a key and it will cause whatever is above it to move. You know, that's fine, that makes sense. So obviously the solution is you take the card, you attach it to this other key, you pull the key out most of the way, so your Sasuke man doesn't get hurt, and then you burn the demo dog with fire. Easy. But obviously, this is a video game ad, and it wants you to feel superior to the person playing it, and it makes you want to go and download it and do it for yourself. What sucks though is that this isn't the game. That's a completely different topic. I did not download Hero Wars. I would just advise against downloading any game that does ads like this, because, like, why? Why is it even necessary to do this thing? Why do you lie? Why do you lie in the ads?
Why?
Why do you lie in the ads, I mean, surely, if you download a game based on this premise, you are wanting to play this premise. I look at these puzzles and I'm like, you know what? This could be a fun afternoon if I wanted to kill time and I was bored. If the game were these puzzles. But I'm like 99% certain that the game is not these puzzles. I've looked up gameplay for Hero Wars. This is not it. Anyway, next video. Alright, we have the same exact scenario this time. A many failed before. Will you complete the trial? I mean, this man's not completing the trial, he's just electrocuting the guy over and over again. Again, if the rules are the same as before, what you can do is you can partially pull out the middle key, pull out the top one so you can burn the electrocution machine, and then pull out the bottom one so you can get the gold and the sword available to the mans, and then you open the door, bada bing, bada boom, money's your uncle. Again, easiest puzzle in the world, but unfortunately if you download this game, you're never gonna be able to actually solve it. Next video. Wrong move, less IQ. So every time he does something wrong, he gets dumber. Imagine if that was real. Imagine if you did a puzzle in a puzzle game and every move that you did incorrectly, like, made you actively dumber. What a concept. But look, here's another one that we can actually solve. So here's what you do. Again, if the rules of the puzzles are consistent, which so far, from what we've seen, the rules are relatively consistent. All you have to do is put the handle on the right side, pull it out just enough to kill the dog, and then maybe put it back. I don't know, actually. Because then, if you put the handle on that part of the key, then the handle is going to block the bottom key, which means you're not going to be able to lift up the gate to allow the money to fall. We'll see in one of the other puzzles that the keys block each other. So this one might be completely unsolvable based on those rules. next video. So here we have a completely different puzzle. It's kind of along the same lines where you gotta kill the enemy and not kill yourself. And what makes this one interesting is that it's got a completely different set of mechanisms to help you kill the goblin. If we take a moment to try and solve this, what can we do? The keys obviously get in each other's way, so you can't push them against each other, but you kind of want to get the gas all the way up to this guy. The gas seems to fill whatever empty space we have. So let's see, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? First things first, we have to get the gas out of here and up here. So what if we just pulled this key up to block ourselves off, and then we are literally free to do whatever we want. It's one move to just do whatever you want. This is a terrible puzzle design. Did they even think about what needed to happen? Okay, so you move that up. You can literally never die now. You could just move all the keys in whatever way, but you know what? Let's move the keys in a way to kill the goblin because that's the goal. Here's what you gotta do. Move this key all the way to the right, which makes it block off this side, and the gas will fill up. It will fill here, come up here, burn the goblin, bada bing, bada boom, goblin's your uncle. There you go. Hero Wars, you suck. Next video. Okay, this one's very similar to the goblin key gas thing, where you have this one gives you a limited number of moves. It doesn't make you stupid if you fail it though, which is good, but you gotta make sure that the acid doesn't get to your hero, but the acid needs to get to the goblin. Cool. Something worth noting is that if this was a real video game on mobile, the fluid dynamics would be kind of impressive. But you know what? Let's try and solve this one. All right. So we've seen what the rules are. You can move any of the blockers along its little path, and it's like they're each binary switches. They can go in one or the other. So here's what you do. First, you got to block off the hero so he doesn't die. You move this one up, you move this one down, you move this one down. Suddenly, nothing can get to the hero. He might suffocate, but you know what? That's not inside the rules of what we're trying to play with here, so who cares? All right, we have 2 moves left. What are you gonna do? You just move this thing over to the right, and bada bing, acid's your uncle. The acid, which apparently has little skulls floating around, which is kind of a cool effect, by the way, will flow down into the goblin's face and melt him to death. But again, this isn't even Hero Wars. You know, we're gonna look at a video of Hero Wars after all of this. Next video, completely new puzzle. Now we're getting to the weird, like, woman-hating part of all of this. Have you seen these ads where, like, you can either kill or enslave or marry just some woman in the ad? Like, this is kind of one of those. So she's hanging over a buzzsaw and she's half naked. What more do you want? They immediately go for it. Not very gory for a buzzsaw. She just kind of gets sucked up in it. So what do? You gotta blow the thing away. You gotta blow the saw away. It's weird that this one kills some random woman as opposed to killing the hero, while the rest of them would kill the hero. All right, so how do we solve this one? I found it. So the air's blowing out of the bottom here. You turn this here, turn this to where it's making that angle. So now you have boom, 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 and you turn this twice to where it's boom, 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 boom. Easy. Puzzle master. Right, next video. Looks like we have, you know what? Let's try and do this one without getting a hint from the terrible puzzle solver from this video. We have 3 moves. Again, damsel in distress, who's got a gigantic shield. At least she has clothes on this time. And we have a flamethrower. We need to not fry the lady, but we need to fry the goblin, again, in 3 moves. Easy. Boom. Boom. That's it. 2 moves. 2 moves is all you need. Flames go up into this man's face, and she is safe from all the fire. But what does this person do? Immediately, I can guarantee that they're going to fry her. Oh, you have to do it in a quick amount of time, too. You didn't even do anything! What is your problem? She's immune to the fire, though? So you have a limited amount of moves. Oh, and now she gets fried because she doesn't have the shield. All right, fine. Whatever. Again, this isn't the game. This is not Hero Wars, whatever. So recently, Hero Wars decided to start a slightly different campaign. And I've been seeing this one around a lot. So let's take a look. This is still Hero Wars, but this is Hero Wars Web. It's different. So the rules of this little mini game, it's like your basic greater than, less than situation. If your number is greater than the number that you're putting it next to, if you win, you get the cart or whatever structure that you defeated the orc or enemy in. It gets added to your base for some reason, which I haven't figured out a reason why you would want to add things to your base. Nothing seems to show up there. But then again, we haven't been able to see somebody winning this. But yeah, like I said, it's your basic less than, greater than thing. Like, who's going to fail this? Who's going to fail this? Three is greater than 2. Put it there. 5 is greater than 4. Put it not to 10. Not to 10. What are you doing? You're stupid. Like, it's not even a game here. There's nothing to solve. It's not a puzzle. There's no challenge. There's nothing here, dude. It's not even a game. But what's crazy about this is that, look, new video, different game, same ad, just it looks different, but it's the same exact game rules. Greater than, less than. You win, you get the tower added to your tower, and your number grows based on the number that you defeated. Simple greater than and less than in addition. But again, like, who's gonna fail this? Who's gonna fail this? All it is like, I mean, it's not quite common sense, but it's like first grade math. I mean, these don't even look fun. At the very least, this one has a little bit of something different, like a little bit of challenge in like, what's 67 plus 23 plus 77? Better bust out my calculator. And let's not forget the fact that by the time you get through these, your number is gonna be like 50 or something. Hold on, let's go back. So you start at, you already passed the first tower, but by the time you get past this second tower, your number is going to be far beyond anything that this third tower can even throw at you, because you start at 14, all of these numbers are going to be added to your 14 by the time you get to the third tower. So immediately, what is this? This is 32, 47, 55, 67, and then 80, 92, like 92 plus 14, you're gonna be 106 before you get to this tower, which is already enough to defeat almost this entire tower. But by the time you finish this tower, you're gonna be able to basically go straight to the top. There's no game here. This is making me unnecessarily pissed off. I don't understand why these exist. And look, I mean, this one's Hero Wars 2, but it's like Hero Wars promo, this weird, like, Asian themed, but it's also, hold on, look at the quality of this art. It's like a cheap paint project. So this one at least has some mechanics based around the tower as it moves forward. I don't know why the horse is in chains or how you get the horse out of the chains, but look, because your tower was 3, things seem to have spawned inside the tower, which helped your number grow. So he equipped a club that gave him an extra number, which allows him to defeat the 2, which will allow him to defeat the 3, which will then allow him to defeat the 5, and then the 10, and then hopefully the 22. But what does he do? All right, bada bing, bada boom, easy. Bada bing, bada boom, easy. Your tower's growing, baby. Look, now we're 13. Bring it down to the 10. Oh, let's go. He's doing it. Bring it up to 22. We got the whole tower to ourselves. Bonus stage? No, I wanted to see what happened. The sword spawned. The sword spawned. Right there. I don't know why, I don't know how the horse got elevated to the top floor. But look, the sword, the Hero Wars iconic sword, got pushed, it spawned there. So now you can start at 55 for the next tower. But we didn't even get to see the next tower. That dragon was 9999. So what's he gonna do here? He doesn't even equip the things? Are you kidding me? That's where it ends! I can't believe that's where it ends. Terrible. But you know what? Let's take a look at what Hero Wars is actually supposed to look like. Hero Wars Chapter 1, Ruled by Fire. Hold on, is this like an idle game? Like, what's happening right now? So he's just moving forward and auto-attacking everything. Astaroth, no! You're under a spell! Use your special skill to break the spell. I mean, it just looks like an auto-battler. This ain't the puzzles that I was looking for. This just looks like a crappier version of Raid Shadow Legends. Somehow. Hold on, let's skip to the front here. Oh, no. There's the woman. There's the woman that we threw into the buzzsaw. She's alive. The many games exist. Okay, you're trying to get the rope down. So he jumps on the box, gets the water out. Okay. Is there even any challenge here? It just allows you to try as many times as you want to get your victory. The puzzles do exist, but they're like, why are you showing the bonus mini games instead of the actual game for your ads? What's the point? Look, I'm not in advertising, but part of me thinks that if you wanted to advertise your game, you would want to show this gameplay. Because A, this is more indicative of what you're actually going to be doing, and B, it's a lot more exciting than just failing the puzzles. But I think whenever they do the ads where people are failing at really easy puzzles, it taps into that part of the brain that's like, oh, the person's so stupid. How could they be so stupid? I can do this puzzle. I need to download the game so I can do the puzzle. I don't know what that accent was supposed to be. It's just what came out. The same thing happens to all of us though, right? Like if you're watching somebody on Twitch or on YouTube play a game that you think might be interesting, and they're failing at something and they're playing a game and you're watching them play that game, you might see what they're doing and you might see something that they don't see. So it kind of makes you want to buy the game and try the things that you thought would work and see if they work yourself. I mean, I've bought games for that same reason before, but to build entire ads around them is scummy, but kind of ingenious. I can't believe they're real, dude. I've got a couple of videos from Raid Shadow Legends. Let's see what I got here. It's the same puzzles! What? That's why I recorded this. This isn't even, you can't tell me this is in the game. You can't tell me that was in the game. It looks so bad. Just move the lava one. Burn the man, dude. It's like a GIF on top of a PNG. It's so weird looking. This is the kind of cool ad. This is the kind of cool ad that like all of these games can afford, but none of them actually do. Like, I've never played AFK Arena, but I respect them more for actually spending money on real commercials.
Ready for our raid-a-thon? Is that another RPG?
It's not what you think.
Is Ooskart the Horrid not enough for you?
Not enough. Last week I spent 115 hours just to level up your loincloth. Look, I just want something a little more casual.
My heart is beating around. Designer.
Oh, level 50.
Okay, I love it. I actually love it. Like, it's a real ad. It's the same kind of thing you'd see for anything else in the universe. And it's a mobile game. Like, can more games do this kind of thing where they hire Elijah Wood to be in some weird ass commercial where he's talking to an overly attached orc? I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I want to see. It makes me respect AFK Arena a lot more and kind of makes me want to try it just because they did this kind of thing. It's like, to subvert expectations as a mobile game, you have to make a real ass commercial instead of the garbage that Hero Wars does. Anyway, I don't know what I was doing with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of fun for me. I hope it was kind of fun for you. If you could do me a favor and just pull the key right out of that like button, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hours just to level
AFK Arena.